It's a pleasure to have you guys here with us. As usual, on Saturday, every Saturday, we have a live session to talk about our situation that's going on in China, the people that are affected by the coronavirus mostly, and the rest of the people around the world that are having this same problem.
I would want to join Buster to lay off my sympathy words to the people who have already been affected by the virus. We are still that lucky that in Uganda we haven't yet gotten any outbreak yet. But for now, we need to just be vigilant. A few facts about the coronavirus. The simple symptoms are flu, cough. The ones that you've already researched, you have a pneumonia kind of condition where you can't breathe well, you can't take long breaths. It's also spread in a zoonotic way. That is, it can be spread through human beings to animals and vice versa.
Lucky for us, cows aren't spreading anything. So the coronavirus apparently changed its name. They say they changed this name to Corona something D. In order to be, this is a thing, in order to be gender sensitive and racial sensitive.
Christ.
They didn't want the disease to be
Christ.
to stigmatize the Chinese people. They made it Corona D something.
Does it have
Skip
gender? Like it's
No, like-
is it
no.
transgender?
Apparently there was
female,
a
male?
I think in one of those Caucasus countries there was a riot.
Yeah.
Where the people felt like they're not included.
No,
in the naming.
people destroyed the Chinese businesses,
Okay.
and apparently, according to CNN, this is where I saw it. They claimed that because they were stigmatizing, and WHO did not want the disease to become another racial cited, so they had to calm it down, shorten it, and separate it from the influenza birds. Right?
Talking about race, they say that it affected one black, and apparently the black healed. And so far, we don't have any other black that
Mentioned.
has
So
mentioned.
we are immune.
Wait.
So
No, wait a minute.
Yes.
There's a black person?
That-
Only one?
Oh, one.
How unlucky. Like a billion people. You're only a black guy.
Yes.
You survive HIV, malaria,
Ebola.
But apparently the coronavirus, you
Gets
get
you.
it.
Yes.
Actually, I think that black guy had so many other diseases in there.
Hey.
You just so happen to be weak.
Like if I got Ebola in here and the corona came in here, don't you think the Ebola would eat up the coronavirus?
I think
Most
so.
probably.
I think we are so
They don't even affect the
contaminated
same
that
places.
We have a lot of viruses, meningitis,
Yes.
corona.
So I think
Wha-
they
once we
fought
had
it off.
Marburg,
No, wait a minute. What was that disease? There was that disease which was affecting people in South America. What they call?
I forgot.
The mosquito disease. Jumping out. It's named after the forest in Zika. The Zika
yes,
virus.
the Zika virus.
Zika virus.
Yes. How can a virus that was found in Uganda affect people in South America? Yet the Ugandans don't get, corona, their heads don't bend. The Ugandans in Zika forest, near Zika forest, okay.
they are fine.
But apparently, that mosquito went to South America and ravaged a bunch of people. So that's why I'm very sad for the guy who got coronavirus.
He didn't die.
Our condolences to the black
He
African.
didn't die.
Fortunately, he didn't die.
He survived.
He survived.
He healed
In how
naturally.
long?
Naturally.
Naturally.
No, it was a misdiagnosis.
And so it's fair for us to say that Africa has been spared in this whole coronavirus.
No, the disease is the disease is here, but it's not affecting us. It's like that Zika virus. It's always been here. It was found here, but if you're not from here,
It kind of gets.
yeah.
Now, there was a time we had the nodding disease. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
not
specific for us or something.
Anyway, the name nodding means it didn't come from here.
Anyway, Biggs, do you have any other additional information?
The most sad fact is that at our airports, they say there's security. They were scanning people. But I saw
Using
some clip of some people passing, and when one of the
Entebbe Airport?
yes, and one of the when the medics called the person, he said, "I'm very tired. Leave me alone," and he just went
He
on.
walked through.
And he was a VIP. Now I'm imagining such VIPs are also right now mingling with other VIPs. So when we see any VIP coughing on,
I think there are many Ugandans who are okay with that. People don't have a problem with that. Like, There's some people are
VIP
like,
falling
we
off.
need the government to change. So if
So-
we need new jobs, Bagai was sticking to their jobs. So if these VIPs, but even the corona is not going to affect these guys. They know they are African.
Anyway, Biggs, any other important thing that we need to think about the coronavirus?
Not so much.
All right.
No, but with Big's issue, I'm more concerned about the Ugandans that are not helped to come back home.
Well, if I was a Ugandan and I'm there, first thing I would do what they did, that is to contact the government. But if I'm the government, would I risk the 40-something million people in Uganda and to favor the 100 people in China who are stuck?
Come
That's
on.
a question.
That is a good
It is
question.
nationalism. You claimed nationalism.
When we are looking at issues that
Yeah.
are going to affect masses, numbers matter a lot.
All right.
So
I
we
would think-
sacrifice the...
If I were in charge, those guys would first stay there for another 1 year, fully financed, until we make sure that actually that coronavirus
Underline
is
fully financed.
gone. Yes.
I think that is the pain of getting free scholarships.
No,
You've been fighting for government
That is
scholarships.
unfair. Because
You say, the government is selective with these scholarships.
because that is unfair.
No, seriously.
Not all people that are out there are on free scholarship.
I saw a student, and I was like, this nigga, if he's on a scholarship, he's cussing a scholarship right now. He wants to come back home.
All right. Enough about the corona. There's another issue that happened over the course of the last week. I think we had the infestation of locusts
Yes.
That is for months now.
for months.
Oh, for Uganda.
I thought
Uganda is
for
a
Uganda
week.
we are newbies in
Uganda is
that.
a week.
Mackenzie, do you have any idea about
I can assure you, those locusts
Yes.
are not in Uganda.
Sure.
Mackenzie, we've
They
seen
are
news
not-
Just because
What
at
were we
your home-
spraying for starters?
We had the pumps.
Yes.
The pumps are Ugandan made.
Yes.
They can't even spray 2 meters above.
Were they spraying mosquitoes?
I don't even believe these guys were spraying. They told us that they had a military base with so many soldiers.
Yes.
I've seen
2,000 in number.
I've not even seen more than 20 soldiers in any clip. Any clip.
I saw some people burning bushes.
How do you burn bushes?
Burning locusts.
Locusts
I
or
can
bushes?
And some minister was saying he's not seeing personnel burning bushes. On TV, yet the clip was being shown by one
Live.
of the media houses. Live.
Yeah.
One of the media houses was showing it live.
Yeah.
And they asked him, do you know those people who are burning the bushes? They are like, those guys, no. They are not part of us. Yet they are men in Ugandan uniform.
Me, I have a belief. Okay, we had a rumor that the locusts might come. We prepared well.
Yes.
The locusts
For 2 weeks.
didn't come.
The locusts are here.
They are here.
It is an assumption. Let me tell you one thing. Ugandans
Did we
have suffered more than enough. Those locusts would be food.
would be food?
In Uganda, that's a delicacy. They would eat. We don't We don't need money allocated to those locusts.
Actually, they have high protein, I hear.
The locusts are not here.
What is this? Bear Briggs
Mackenzie.
conquers the jungle.
I have seen clips online and on other news medias that have indicated that locusts are here.
Actually, one
And
of
they are
it was
spraying them.
somebody was even showing it somewhere in Mokono here
Now-
with a sample of the locust.
Now, let me tell you one thing. If you get a minister telling you that these locusts that came were so old, they were tired, they were satisfied. And then he comes up, and then another government official says, we are not going to spread these locusts while they are moving. We want to wait for them when they have settled.
In the night,
I don't even know when they do settle.
when they...
Oh my God.
So Biggs was telling me that when they are mating,
Yes.
I don't know whether they set an alarm.
That is when they settle.
No, the locusts, the first bunch that came from Kenya were actually the old bunch. They were
mature.
They were now mature.
according to what we know.
They left
Now,
the
when,
kids
when,
behind.
when they reached Uganda,
Eh.
they found the fertile soils and good vegetation.
They began
They were
mating.
like, this can be a bed for us.
To
They-
mate.
To bed.
How
to
do
mate.
old
They
locusts
start-
mate?
They
I
started
thought
mating.
they would be done with mating.
Now the eggs are hatching. They say those youthful kind of locusts are the ones that are really, really dangerous, that they eat their own size a day. So
Wow.
if any
That
locust...
is not dangerous.
But
Imagine every swarm...
They eat their own size
Yes,
every day.
every locust. Remember,
That's not
every
dangerous at all.
swarm has around 50 million locusts.
Okay.
Now, let's say every locust weighs around 5 grams times 50.
Okay, I know.
Do the math.
What
Biggie,
Find out
Biggie,
how much.
Biggie.
What I'm considering
Biggie,
is
I
this.
can assure you,
If it is eating,
if locusts were in Uganda,
Yes, we would have eaten them.
they would die before they would cross.
How?
This is what I
Explain,
had. They came
explain.
to Amudat.
Yes.
That's what I had.
Where they don't eat locusts.
Where they don't eat
Let
locusts.
them cross to
And then they went to
Masaka.
Kapiripiri.
Uh-huh.
Where don't they, let them come to
why are they
Masaka.
not? Why are they coming?
Yes. Where people put lights to get
attract
grasshoppers.
them.
To attract grasshoppers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And these things are moving in numbers
I think people
At very high speed,
at
by the
very
way.
high speeds.
people who eat
So you're
grasshoppers,
saying-
abali ensenene, they feel a little bit irritated, but they differentiate it. But wait a minute.
How do you differentiate?
Twelve
They
ensenene,
differentiate.
did we get grasshoppers this November?
They were there, but
What?
not quite enough.
In
They weren't
small-
quite enough.
Yeah.
In small quantities.
Yeah,
The locusts
they
are
moved to
more
Somalia.
fertile generation. They are huge. They are big.
they are bigger.
You would put six
grasshoppers.
of them in a saucepan and have a meal.
First of all, let me
Yes.
make this clear.
Aye.
You guys, a locust is not a grasshopper.
We all know it, but what's the difference? They breed. Don't
Can I ask
don't
you a
they
question?
move together?
Have you heard anyone say that if you eat a locust, you would be affected by anything?
No, I haven't.
That's how coronavirus.
That's what happened to the other virus. Someone
Apparently
ate a
someone
bat.
ate a bat.
I think that virus was created in a way or another.
To kill Chinese.
I mean, these Chinese are a problem to so many people. Of
all
late.
right.
With the conspiracy theories.
No,
It's
seriously.
the 256. We stick to the facts. Do you feel like Uganda is equipped to handle this issue?
No.
Yes, we are equipped.
We are equipped.
No.
We bought drones.
We are not.
We bought drones.
A drone.
We hired helicopters.
We have a consultancy that hires drones.
Yes.
Okay.
How long does the battery of one drone take?
30 minutes maximum.
How much will have that drone sprayed? How much does it carry? A drone, one drone.
We buy new ones.
How long do you
I
take
think
to
if
charge
we-
the
we-
battery?
I- buy cameras.
Maybe they have military drones.
Supersonic drones.
And the military drones are
You're
used
talking
for
about ordinary
something
drones.
else.
This is the
One
government.
drone
Do you
is
know
in
something we don't know?
is in millions
Supersonic
of
drones.
US dollars. Those are in
Okay.
million US dollars. You don't expect the Ugandan government
We
to
paid
afford those.
$300 million to an organization. I didn't know there was an organization that helps in killing locusts.
Yes.
An East
one.
African organization.
Because we were running
found
we had an areas. We knew locusts will never evade Uganda at any one time. So we were that comfortable.
Wait a minute. When was this organization?
In 1950s.
What the?
Yes, and we had
That
a
means
date.
locusts are not
Really?
a new thing.
It's not a
and
new
that
thing.
means
Yes.
these guys are equipped. They know what they're doing.
Locusts had taken over close to 100 years without visiting Uganda,
I-
so that is not
I-
new.
I
I
understand.
have seen
it.
a locust when I was young. One.
And no, that was a grasshopper.
Look,
It doesn't matter. It's the same
What
thing.
do they call a Janzi?
A
That's a
Janzi
grasshopper.
is like a
Okay.
grasshopper.
A bigger
version.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this
So
thing
he
is
saw
kind
a
of
bigger
swarming.
grasshopper.
Yes. But look here. It has been almost 70 years since Africa has seen this high of an infestation of locusts.
Yes.
I
Let's
don't
first
see.
accept.
Okay, let me just say some good facts for everybody. Okay, a locust is a grasshopper. John the Baptist fed on these things
In the desert.
and honey,
Yes.
and he baptized Jesus. Okay, listen.
So who do you want to
listen,
baptize back?
Listen, no. Like, put it this way. Eh?
Are you saying there's a prophet in the ocean?
No, no, no,
in
no,
the desert
no.
somewhere?
I'm
coming
saying,
with a
no,
new
no.
Messiah?
Listen.
Yes.
I'm saying not everything is completely bad. Okay? God sent the locusts to Egypt, decimated Egypt, but Egypt was already a desert.
Yes.
Okay? The same locusts
Are coming
can
to
feed
Uganda.
a prophet.
Okay.
In Uganda here, if the locusts showed up,
Have
which
we-
I know they
Yes.
did, but we have too many birds. The birds had a fringing bean.
And they have even migrated. They are no longer in Kampala.
I no longer even say bird in Kampala.
They have gone to feed.
Yeah, someone made a call. I think it's on
The senior bird.
there's some secret WhatsApp group for birds. They all got the news, headed up north.
And they're up there feasting.
And we've wasted 22 billion. Was it 20?
Roughly around. The
Yeah,
first side 18
that-
had 22.
whatever. We wasted that money, yet we were already prepared with birds.
That
The
would
birds
feed.
already here. It is winter in Europe. The birds are here.
They're here.
And the locusts came in time. Birds are on a finging beam.
So we're going to get very fat birds.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't eat certain
Are we
birds.
going to have a bad infestation next, you guys?
No,
Unfortunately.
Now I'm not going to get a problem with so many birds.
Yes.
You know, I'll give you an example. You remember when we were building the Uganda railway? For those of you who went to school, building the Uganda railway, they said the man-eating lions.
Eating
Yes.
Indian coolies.
Yeah.
Eating Indian coolies and Africans. Why were there many man-eating lions?
In
The reason
Savo.
is simple.
Yes.
Slavery. Okay? Men who used to hunt these lions were all taken as slaves, making the lions
Feel comfortable.
increase in population. Like there were no predators who could kill a lion. Okay?
Okay.
The Maasai and many traditions in East Africa, use the killing of lions as a rite of passage.
Passage, yeah.
Yeah. So when you take all these guys to, to wherever across the ocean, the lions are like, let's increase. So there was
let's
so you
multiply.
can't. So when the Indians came here and were building, they're like, oh my God, it's infested with lions. No, it's with less humans, more lions. Now, what you're going to see up north is simple.
We're going to see more birds.
More birds,
Less
less
locusts.
locusts. So that's what's going to happen. Let's settle this. It doesn't need to be even an argument.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it is.
So we concur the locusts are a problem, but they are not that big of a problem for Uganda.
They are not
Let me
a
tell you this.
problem.
If
At all.
Now,
They are not.
he has brought the birds issue. I can assure you the Ugandans here who will eat the locusts as well.
Yes.
So I don't think that was a problem.
there was a clip of locusts
All they had to
being
do is to
sold
tell
in
people,
Pakistan.
guys in the north, they are passing that side. Go to Masaka and tell them, locusts, I'm that.
I was
I don't
sharing
think
with a
that-
colleague, and he said that if the government offered about 5,000 per kilo of locusts,
Yes,
it could be a solution to this.
so much.
To who? Who is willing to buy the?
No. If the government actually did that, I had that view. If you know the number of people that are unemployed in Uganda, if you told them maybe a kilo or two of locusts is 5,000, they would not even cross to Kampala.
Even 5,000, you've gone so far.
Apparently.
Make 1,000 or 500
Per
Okay,
kg.
wait a
per
minute.
kg. The
With
guy will-
wings.
Yeah,
Without the wings.
Even if
No,
you're
no, no,
lucky.
no. Wait. There is no need for all this.
What? What else?
There is no problem with locusts. It's the same thing with this corona thing. It's not going to affect us. Okay? You see the jungle. Let me give you this.
Yes.
When the locusts went to Egypt, they did a U-turn and came south. We still have a forest. Everything is good. Everything is going to be good next year. We've had Nsenene. The Nsenene eat the same way the locusts do. They have
But
a
not
predator.
in the same quantities.
Not in the
It
same
doesn't-
quantity. These
look,
are billions.
Okay,
of
wait a
insects,
minute.
Martin.
Nsenene is in billions. Muziria. Me, I'm just logical here. Okay, you just need to pick up on history. Okay, the forest.
Enlighten.
Egypt had locusts. The locusts didn't go east. There is no forest after Egypt, eastwards. Okay, you have to go south. Along the Nile. That's
But-
the only option.
But a locust led to a change in government somewhere in Egypt.
No, they didn't.
Uh,
What happened? The guy, after being completely frustrated with a bunch of things,
Yes.
decided to drown.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it was part of...
Part of the cataclysm. I don't know if
So they can help us change government?
yeah, things.
Why don't they come?
No, you live in.
People want change of government. Why are we fighting if the locusts can do this?
Unfortunately, in modern times like
Yes.
this, you need certain things to change government. Other things.
Is this
plus
why-
locusts?
Is this why I saw some red locusts on social media sometime back?
No, those are hybrids. I don't know. You see purple Nsenene. I don't know if someone has seen Nsenene.
Yeah, I've seen a purple.
Yeah, it's not like that purple serenade.
I thought a nigger would get it and paint it and throw it among the others.
Who cares? Me, I don't even eat the damn things.
All right.
So when they come down here, we have already premedicated, solutions. We have birds, we have bats, we have rats. There are many animals here.
How would the rats jump up and get the
No,
locusts?
when they're mating.
Crying out loud.
Right. You say that they have time to rest.
I had that online.
I'm giving you what would happen in a certain fixed situation. If you see National Geographic, okay, they show you what rats eat. They eat insects, isn't it? There are many animals in the tropics
that would eat the
that
locusts.
eat locusts.
Humans inclusive.
Humans inclusive, but generally in our area we eat certain grasshoppers and we are segregating.
Let me just be clear. You chaps, should those locusts get to massacre, I'm going to hold you all accountable.
They cannot
Let me
get to
tell you
massacre.
They can't.
Let me tell you
They
this.
can't survive.
I have a firm belief that we can have a snake infestation before a locust infestation.
All right. Okay.
Snakes can survive here more than locusts because locusts will be eaten.
Okay.
Who is going to eat the snakes?
The Chinese that have invaded the
Chinese.
country.
We blocked them. The government blocked them from what I hear from coming here. So,
Okay. Another issue that happened over the past week was I think Academy something, Oscars or something.
Yes.
oh God.
There was a big issue about it, viewership and all that. But did you guys hear something?
Well, I'll just say one thing. For those of you who think this is still important for our livelihood,
All right.
the only interesting thing probably to me was Joaquin Phoenix losing it. It was like seeing the Joker live.
Okay.
Seriously.
How did he lose?
I'll
How
read
did
you.
they lose?
I've just searched this. I'll read you.
Okay.
This is him saying. For those of you, I want you to have an open mind and just listen to it and not think of him as a great person, but just a normal human being walking on the street,
Okay.
with a T-shirt.
Okay.
We feel entitled
Okay.
to artificially inseminate a cow.
Okay.
And when she gives birth,
Yeah.
we steal a baby, even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable. People in the crowd should have been like, where are we? Where are we? In the den? Like, is this a slaughterhouse? And I would have read for you other quotes this guy was saying, but he was in tears. He went like, like he was like a guy. I think he was still in that phase, like he was still in that character. I mean, for actors, they have to be in character.
Yep.
He stayed in
I
character.
saw the Joker. Okay, the last part.
Accepting their what?
No, it
No,
was
the
like,
movie itself.
I saw the movie. Like, nothing special. It was a little bit annoying. The reason is they tried to make it, I don't know. They tried to make it like the guy is sensible. Like, like this entire defragmentation of every good thing we've ever watched. Like Batman, you divide him up.
Yeah.
You get Wonder Woman, but you put him into other things. You put her into other things. No, he tried. He was acting the Joker at the Oscars.
So you're saying that the guy didn't deserve the award? Or
No,
you
that's
saying
not the problem.
The reaction.
Let me tell you
after
this:
the award.
most actors are psychotic. Like I don't think actors are like normal people. Okay, you need to be somehow bipolar because you have to be in character. Christian Bale had to like shrink into some minute guy in order to act in the HIV thing and then go to the gym. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to have some mental state of a psycho to do some of these things. Okay, they make the money. I think that's why they're paid a lot of money. But to go on the stage and say some of these things and you want us all to clap our hands, you're like, no. And some of the things he said, it was like, he wasn't so good a person, a character. I'm like, that's why they picked you for the Joker, because you basically would fit into the character. Well, like, who is the worst person as an actor, for any role? Like,
Does that spell out how low the awards have gone?
I don't care. Like, just give someone an award and we go. It's one thing. Okay?
There was this whole notion going on about inclusion, the Koreans and the blacks.
Yes.
And
No,
the directors.
let me tell you this. The blacks need to shut up. Okay? I'm black and I'm telling you this.
Let's
It's
shut
enough.
up. Okay.
No, like make a good movie. That's it. If you made a good movie, it will be given an award. But you can't
Automatic-
bring your
Wakali would stuff.
But what if we're not
Like
given?
women.
What if we're not given leading roles in most of these movies?
make your own movie.
Taylor
Like there
Perry
is-
started
Taylor
this
Perry has his movies. He's a billionaire.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like, let me tell you this. Do you want a statue or do you want the money? You want the
Money. Right.
You want the money.
Nobody cares about that statue apart from psychos. Okay, they're psychotic people. Like they want to see those images behind. Like I won the Academy Award. Like does it pay your bills? No. Can you auction it? No. I don't know. Can you auction it?
Yeah.
For how
Apparently
much?
you can.
For the amount of money will be paid for film? No.
There could be a cash prize in,
I think it's dependent.
Let me
on
tell you
which
this:
role.
whatever cash prize they give you for the award, I assure you, it's not equivalent to you earning at the box office or whatever box office
Definitely.
they want. So in the end, you have a bunch of people who won the award, but all the movies that won the award seem to be, the movies that were released like 2 months before the award. So it seems as if they don't have any perspective
What
of a movie.
Parasite. I understand it did so well.
Maybe they're feeling sorry for Asians. I don't know.
They're dying.
No, let me tell you this. I've seen many Asian.
They're dying.
No, no, that's China. You can.
Oh,
No, that is
They're
racist.
Asians.
That is racist. Right?
Yeah, there's a difference between China and Korea. Okay, they are the same blood. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to go into this.
Balmat, if I put a Korean in front of you,
Uh-huh.
a Chinese, and a Japanese, would you differentiate
Yeah,
them?
the Japanese are a little bit different.
The Koreans?
Whatever.
All right. So
Okay, I will say this.
Yeah.
Parasite, very good movie. Simply because it comes from a different culture. Okay, it's like having an African movie with African setting. It's like an African novel,
Okay.
like the ones you read when you're in high school.
Achebe,
Yeah, like
Ngozi wa Thiong'o.
yes, that Pulitzer winning, and that Nobel winning, novel by the laureate. That's how it is. Like you have a different perspective to life and livelihood. That's what the movie apparently is about. People who are rich but who are being manipulated kind of by a poor group of people who want to enter into their lives to live off the rich. So that's the word parasite.
Okay.
Yeah, but there are many Korean movies which are nice. Those that Train to Busan, that was a very nice zombie
Very
movie.
nice movie.
Nice
I
packed,
enjoyed that. I
yeah.
watched that.
So, as regards the awards,
Yeah.
nobody should care. Just go watch the movie you like. But basically, at this rate,
Yeah.
I will tell you this: at this rate, there is nothing new they can shoot in movies. Okay, they've done it all. There's nothing new. Like any romantic comedy, you've watched it. You've watched Notting Hill. So if you see another romantic comedy, like you can see Notting Hill, you can see
Message in a bottle.
whatever.
Whatever.
Who is that guy who was stuck on an island with a ball that he painted?
Was Tom Hanks or
Tom
something?
Hanks with his nonsense. Basically, it's the same thing. The only difference is they are made in Hollywood, so they have a perspective of culture they present. So if you took the same script, change the cultural perspective, you win an Oscar. That is Parasite for you.
All right. That's a bit of a diss, but we love you Koreans, and we love your movie.
Yeah, they're Koreans.
And
We love your phone,
we love you
Samsung.
guys.
Good for you guys.
And next, I think we need to address a key issue here.
Yeah, we're certain.
But before we do that, please subscribe and like our channels on the 256 Skeptics. Go to our Twitter handle 256 Skeptics. Go to our Instagram handle 256 Skeptics, and let's get bread.